Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my Great Games series. Honestly, where do I even begin with this one? If there's one title that can define my childhood, it's Pokemon. Pokemon is weaved throughout my memories as long as I can remember. My first game, possibly ever, was Pokemon Crystal. I'll never forget that Christmas morning. I played, and played, and played. Anytime in my life I can think of, Pokemon was there. Not only was I obsessed with the games, but so was everyone else on the block. My friends and I even made our own Pokemon cards. Crystal was my first, and currently my favorite Pokemon game. This is why I also rebuilt the region in my largest Minecraft project. Because the Johto region is the most nostalgic for me, especially with Kanto right next door. My only regret was giving away my original Crystal cartridge because I gave up hope when the internal battery died. Rest in peace, my little friends. As a kid, when the latest game was Pokemon Ruby, I made it my mission to collect every Pokemon in the Pokedex. And 999 hours later, Ruby was the first game I've ever managed to accomplish a complete Pokedex, including event Pokemon. And actually, I just did that again. Anyways, I would load up Pokemon Coliseum or XD Gale of Darkness to transfer Gen 2 Pokemon since these games were the source of many Pokemon I could import. I even had a detailed handwritten list of the Pokemon I needed and a little pamphlet saying where I could get them. I made some deals with friends and eventually it happened and I was complete. Until Diamond and Pearl. But I certainly had a ton of fun messing around with action replays. These little cheat engines plugged right into my DS and allowed me to do whatever I wanted. Walk through walls, catch any and all shinies, and my favorite part, explore the mystery events of Darkrai, Shaman, and Arceus. These three events alone stick out to me because they were just so amazing and exclusive. A glass staircase ascending to the heavens, a road of flowers extending half the length of the world? Falling asleep and finding yourself on an island with a Pokemon of the Shadows? What's not to love about that? The Sinnoh region overall was my favorite region. Not my favorite game, but my favorite world to explore. Unfortunately, I didn't play much of Black and White. It wasn't until I got curious and finished my sister's Black 2 save that I really got back into the games. I started playing again and jumped back in with a new DS and Pokemon Y. Then Omega Ruby came out. Now, it holds the largest collection of Pokemon I have to date, and what better Pokemon game to do it on? And thanks to the once-in-a-blue-moon reasonable trades on GTS, I've managed to snag everything for the Pokedex. Everything. I've also managed my largest shiny population I have ever had, which is something that I've always wanted as a kid. I've always been blown away by shinies for obvious reasons. They look cool. But I only remember finding one Pokemon in Pokemon Crystal, finding the Odd Egg, which gave me a shiny Elekid. Excluding the red Gyarados, it wasn't until X and Y when I came in contact with shinies in the wild again. But now, I have maybe 75 shinies, which I proudly store and leave alone in a box. Pokemon to me is a lot more than a game, or even a game series. It's an experience and a lasting part of my life. Each generation I will continue to collect and store and raise and breed all of the Pokemon from every region. That's just the way that it's gonna go. And that's how it's always been. Thank you guys for joining me for the second to last video in my Great Games series. The next game on my list is, well, do I even need to say it?